Hello everyone, it's me, Shauna. We have an emergency video. Natasha Denona just released a 5-pan palette. It is called the Mini Retro palette. I am going absolutely crazy over this thing. I want to buy it so bad. It looks unreal. Those shimmers are so beautiful. They're so beautiful. And I'm looking at the swatches here. It looks like there's a mini, like a green, a tan, like a bluey silver sparkle, a gold, like really intense shimmer, like a sparkle, an intense sparkle, a gold intense sparkle. And then a more like pinky kind of color. I'm looking at it on my computer now. The first color in the palette looks really sparkly, glittery, and the last one just looks like a shimmer. So we are going to try to recreate this palette. And I'm thinking that this color here could be the green. And then this one here can be the brownie kind of color. Let me swatch this to see if it's not quite. What about this? The color, okay, so this one here is, what is this? Malt. And then this one here is Sidetracked. I think Malt looks better. We're gonna try this one next. This is Conundrum. I think actually out of all of them, this looks the most like the, anyways, I think that these two could be the middle shades. And then the color on the end is like a pinky shimmer, maybe a little gold. Let's try this. Okay, this is Naked Lunch from MAC. Totally, I think, the color there. And then there is like a bluey silver and then a super shimmery, I don't know what to call it, like a champagne kind of color. I'm wondering if this one could be in for the bluey color. Okay, this is, can you see this one here? Can you see that? I think this would be the closest, but the color is more blue, and I don't have anything here that's remotely blue. And the shimmer that they have is quite chunky. Whoa. I swatched this. This isn't really it. But this, I don't know. I don't know what else I would put in because nothing is chunky, shimmery enough. I could potentially dip into my potted singles to see what we have there. Okay, I have these. This doesn't quite look like the color. Let's just give it a swatch. I swatched it right here. I hope you can see that right there where my finger is. Not quite the chunky sparkle. I'm wondering about maybe the scattered light, but I don't think I have a color close enough to that. All of my colors are pretty, like, yeah, this one is like rusty. Not it. This one is, it's kind of beigey, not beige, this one is kind of taupey. It's a really baby swatch because I don't think that's the one. Yeah, and then this is too bronze. I have Ritz here. Let's give this a go. That's Ritz right here. It's really sparkly, but it's not quite the right color. So I'll put that there. That's probably the closest we have. And then let's check out this one here. This is Mighty Morphin. It is this one right here. This isn't quite it either. And out of these two, like for this particular purpose, I think I would prefer Ritz, even though it's not, neither of these are quite right. This one is close though. I'll put this here. And then what is this one? I have a little quirky. Yeah, this definitely is not it. We can check out the Victoria Beckham one as well. I don't really feel like this one is it either. It's too yellow to really get, it's this one here, to really get that proper shade. Turns out that color is super unique, really hard to dupe in my collection, but that's the only one on here that looks really difficult to dupe. Everything else, I mean, the blue that's next to it, again, it looks like when I'm looking at the finger swatches, like the swatches that are just like on the fingers here, it looks more like a gunmetal-y gray blue. You know what? Now that I'm looking at these swatches, I'm thinking that maybe this guy here that I initially said no to, the I Heart This color, that could be it. I actually would think that Ritz should come out because this color here, I Heart This, and Mighty Morphin are closer, so I can put that in. The Hourglass shadows are sparkly, but not quite right in color, so I wouldn't pick those. And if the color is like that bluey color is a bluey kind of gray gunmetal, I am wondering, let me wipe my fingers. I'm wondering about some of my singles here, like Prom Night, or what is this? Or Dragonfly. I'm gonna swatch these. Okay, so this is Prom Night, this is Dragonfly. I think Prom Night looks a little closer. That would be another option. Let's swatch these out as proper like quad. I'm making a right mess. Oh man, those sparkles from the, oh my gosh, it's not coming up. Okay, I'm gonna have to properly wash this hand later. Oh, those sparkles got everywhere. Oh my gosh, the sparkles are not coming up. That's fine. Let's go from their last shadow to the first, because the real kind of competition is happening over here. These ones seem pretty solid, so I'm gonna swatch these on my hand first, and then I will show you. Okay, I have it. So I have all the swatches right here. Okay, so from left to right, or I guess your right to my left, we have Naked Lunch from MAC. Then we have Malt from MAC. Next up is Team Captain from Colourpop, Glass Bowl from Colourpop, Prom Night from Makeup Geek, and then Mighty Morphin from Colourpop, the Super Shock Shadows. And here is the little palette I've created. So we have Naked Lunch here, Malt, Team Captain, Prom Night, Glass Bowl, and then Mighty Morphin. I really like this little palette, and I think this color is gonna help with layering to put under some of these other shadows. Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how that looks. And I think I want to use this as a little palette. So I'm going to disassemble some of this. Okay, so I just put them in here, and like I'm completely out of space, and so I have nowhere else to put the shadows. So I have Naked Lunch here, and then the last shade of the palette would be Prom Night, and that's there. I'll keep these in for a little while to play with them, but I was so interested in duping the vibes of this palette. It called to me so bad. I wanted this palette from the moment I saw it. As I've been duping, I've realized a couple of things. When I created my little mini palette of the month with this, I put this in there and I haven't been using it. I've used this, the green color. I love that color so much. Its duochrome is beautiful, but I haven't really used this. And that blue color, I would not wear that blue color in that specific palette. So I've picked this one, the Glass Bowl duochrome that I love, that I would wear. That's more my speed. And then this I haven't really worn, but I think like this is the place to put it in because it goes with some of these other colors and you worked in. And this is more like shimmer heavy than I ever expected. And it's made really clear how much I love shimmers, way more than mattes. And I'm hoping that I would get use out of this. Like if this were my own little 6-pan palette and that's all I used, is this palette cohesive enough in itself to be able to function as a standalone palette? I'm not totally sure. The only non-shimmers are these two, Malt and Team Captain. Malt is darker than how it appears in the pan, which is, I think, its saving grace. So I'm going to try it out, and this instantly made me less enticed by the Natasha Denona retro palette. That first shimmer is really unique and like nothing that I currently have, but it's not worth buying an entire palette for one shade. I couldn't buy it anyways, but this is my way to have that palette without having it and without perking my no buy. So I hoped you enjoyed this little video, and I hope to see you again here soon. Bye!